Alrighty, my gorgeous veilers. This is the overview for all of the star signs this week, beginning today and going right through till, let me get the date right, through to the 31st of July. Now, when I started, obviously started with Aries and going through Taurus and Gemini, all of those three star signs got exactly the same cards. I cannot lie to you. And I just went, what the fuck, Dad? Why? And he said, because it's going to be the same message basically for every star sign. And I said, well, if I keep getting the same cards, because that can happen sometimes, how the hell am I supposed to morph that 12 different ways? Like there's only so much you can, you know what I mean? And he said, do one for everyone. So here is my overview for the week for all of the star signs, all 12 star signs. What I will say is this, it's been a new moon. We've entered Leo's season. God bless the lovable Leos. And it's kicked our ass. And I'm trying to sugarcoat my words, and Dad's saying, why? Don't sugarcoat, just be really blunt. It's kicked our ass. It's going to keep kicking our fucking ass until we step up into our own power and decide what we truly want from life, including those around us. Some of us may be facing our own mortality. Some of us may be facing the mortality of our loved ones. There may be the demise of loved ones coming up that are terminally ill. I feel there are going to be inheritances released within the next 5 to 6 weeks. So I feel if they've already passed, then probate's going to be done and dusted, and away you go from there. For those whose demise is coming up, I feel it's going to be a swift turnaround of probate and their estates. It's all happening. It is all happening. Surgeries are going to come and go. Literally, this week is a packed week. Yeah, you may be booking surgeries in. Those that weren't expecting to move house are going to be told, hey, sorry, if you're leasing, the lease is up, or we're going to put, we want to move back in, or we want to sell the property, so you're going to have to start looking. It's a very tumultuous week coming up for all of us. Hence why I'm doing this overview for the lot of us in one hit. It may go a bit longer, but so be it. I'm going to use 3 decks to read from today. The Oracle Tarot by the beautiful Lucy Cavendish, my favorite. The Modern Oracle by Katie Kay. And of course, I'm going to use my own Oracle deck to finish. Again, this is on special until the 1st of August. Only $50, postage on me. I'll post anywhere in the world. By the way, if you're watching, you're from overseas. I've got 2 people from overseas, one from France and one from the US, posting them Monday, posting them tomorrow. So they'll be to you tomorrow, sent off tomorrow. Within Australia, it's next day, basically next day postage. And again, that postage is on me. So currently $50 per deck. They go back up to 65 plus postage as of the 1st of August. Get in on that. But let's have a look at the crazy Leo, the strong, pushy, I want to get shit done energy of Leo, and the new moon that coincided with the Leo season. All right. So let's have a look, see what we need to know. Thankfully, just for the next 7 days, but know that that new moon and the Leo energy is going to kick your ass. All right. And it's going to kick it in the best possible way. Because I feel like sometimes we need a bit of a push. We need a bit of a side swipe, fuck, get moving, like just get moving. Everybody needs to. The cards that came down were indecisiveness, procrastinating, sitting on the fence. And I'm like, really? Like 3 of the start, like Aries, Taurus, and Gem, you all got the same one? Like, really? And that's why Dad said, just do one long one for the lot this week, just this week. All right, so let's do this. Oh, there we go. I want a couple of cards. I've already got 3 down. Haven't seen them yet. I'm nervous. But let's just see if we can get a little nice little wedge more of cards to jump out for us from the Oracle Tarot first up. Yep, I'll take that. Thank you very much. All right. First card down this week from the Oracle Tarot by Lucy Cavendish, caring for yourself. And this is so true. I feel a lot of people, including myself, our nervous systems are almost at breaking point. We're right on the edge. Not to say that we're going to go crazy town or anything like that, but we're doing so much for everybody else. We all have a lot on our plates at the moment. There is so much going on, lots of change, lots of, even I've got a sniffly nose, it's so cold here. Lots of decisions to make, people to care for, commitments that we have, the feel of having to live up to our end of the bargain. And it's like, you know, if you have a double income household, well, if they're putting in, I have to put in. And if I don't come up with my end of the deal, then I feel guilt or I feel bad. Stop it. Stop it. It's also when you, and I have to say this because it's such a dichotomy this week. It's also when you're doing really, really well and say you're empathetic or you're compassionate and you feel what other people are going through and you go, oh shit, I feel guilty because I have so much. It's like, you know, can we find a happy medium this week, please? Care for yourself, nurture for you. No one else is going to. Ultimately, no one else will. You got to do it yourself. All right. The next card down, I like this one, the Fool. Take chances, spontaneity. Take a risk, take a chance, go somewhere different. If you always go to the same place for brekkie or lunch, go somewhere different. I mean, you might hate it, but try something different this week. I feel we've all been bogged down with the usual routine. It's kind of like we got cabin fever and you need to get out for a bit. We'll do it. Get out for a bit. So if you're stuck at home or whatever, and like, so I know like in New South Wales, everybody's encouraged to work from home again. If you're one of these people, and I'll never understand you, who don't like working from home, I love working from home, that don't enjoy working from home, then I think you need to get out there and go, okay, if I have to work from home, I'm going to make time for myself during the, I'm going to work my ass off, get everything done, say by lunchtime. Then I got the afternoon to myself and I can go and explore and, you know, get to know a new cafe or art gallery or something like that. Just get to know somewhere different, a new tea house somewhere. The Fool. So take some chances and do something different for yourself. You're going to need that break in the usual. You're going to need that break in the mundane. All right. Next card down. Yeah. Oh, pause and observe. That is the 9 of Wands. Pause and observe. Just stop for a minute. There's so much going on around us. There is so much. I'm burping, so I'm right. Pause and observe. I know I'm guilty of getting lost down a rabbit hole on TikTok and I just go, holy fuck. And then literally I start going cross-eyed looking at my tiny screen, like scrolls. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So I feel like I want to say for everybody, including me, trust me, I'm saying it to myself now as well. Take a break from social media. Take a break from the news. Teresa and I don't watch much news now. We watch the headlines in the morning just while she has a cup of coffee before work, and that's it. I'm done. I find it too depressing. I find it's a lot of scaremongering. And I will take the risk and say, our chiropractor, he said this to my wife and I. He said, look, my wife works for news.com.au. You know, news.com.au? He said, if it's slow news day, they make shit up. They scaremonger you. It's how they get people in to read the paper. And there are people out there and people I know and love that buy this shit. So the more you're going to read about it, the more you buy into it, the more you're going to make it so, because the groundswell of support for the madness is going to overwhelm the minority who go, just stay calm. It's okay. We're not going to go into a recession. We need to keep spending money. How else are we going to get our goods and services? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I always say, the dumbest bleat the loudest. They're always fucking loud, that they never give anyone else a chance to say anything. And I can't remember that meme on Facebook and Insta where it kind of says like the idiots know how to scream the loudest. It's the intelligent, quiet ones that just don't want to say anything because they just don't need the bullshit or the rhetoric. I get that. Mm-hmm. If I could speak up and say what I wanted, I would. it's not worth it. It'll fall on deaf ears. I'll offend someone. You know, it's all of that. It's like, eh. And if I offend you, good. If I trigger you, fucking even better. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't make you right or me right. I just have an opinion. Okay. So pause, step back, observe what's really going on compared to what you think is going on. Step back and see the facts. Step back and see what really is before going, right, that's it. You know what I mean? I've got to fly off the handle. Take a minute this week because there is so much flying around us right now because of a new moon and the energy around a new moon. And also it's Leo season. Leos love the spotlight. But what I love about Leos is that when it's your turn for the spotlight, they very humbly stand back and say, hey, you have your moment, darling, go for it. Yeah. But Leos love the spotlight. They do like being the center of attention, or they do like their words being acknowledged and heard. So if you're not like this and someone's pushing you to speak up and out about something and you're not comfortable with that, you might find you come across a little bit more aggressive than what you're expecting. So just be prepared for that. Yeah, be prepared. It's an unusual time at the moment, but you're going to get through this week okay. Just know that when you can, just step back and pause and observe everything that's going on, because there's nothing that can't be fixed or resolved. Nothing. Everything can always be fixed and resolved. All right. Your next card down for this week from that deck, the Oracle deck, is Swift Decisions. There's going to be some very quick decisions having to be made. Don't worry about what anyone may think. Don't worry about what your partner may think of you making such a decision. If you've got to make it then and there on the spot, then you're just going to have to do it. And you're going to have to back yourself and trust yourself. All right. It's around Wednesday, Thursday, that decision making is. Next card down, Judgment, putting the past to rest. And can you see? She's laying down going, yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to do this. But can you also see that there you are, climbing triumphantly back up the staircase? So even though you feel you may be super critical, I'm super critical of myself. It's very hard for me not to be. But I'm learning, especially this week, because a few things that have happened in the last, I don't know, 24, 48 hours, I'm really having to step back and go, oh, I can't control this. It is what it is. I just have to go with the flow. I just have to go with it because I got no control over this as much as I wish I did. I just don't. So step back and release the need for control. Yeah, I do too. It's hard, I know. Especially when it comes to business, I am extremely protective and fucking lethal because this is my business. But also in relation to life events going on around you and the little things that don't really matter, let them go. Just morph and flow like water. Yeah, morph and flow like water. Yeah. And your final card down this week from that particular deck, the Oracle Tarot, is the Four of Swords, recovery and retreat. Have you seen how they've all been about just step back, like don't panic, just step back this week, recovery and retreat. Now, don't worry, you're not going to be holding your head like she is in bed worrying. You're going to be fine. But it is absolutely encouraging us all just to go, okay, wait a minute, just slow down. What do they say? Cool your jets. I love that saying. Cool your jets. Calm yourself. It's going to be all right. Let's get some more inside info on those cards that have just spat out. One card's just flipped out from the next deck, the Modern Oracle. I just want to know, what situation is it around that we keep being told we're procrastinating, we're on the fence, we need to step back, we just need to relax, like don't panic. Why? What is it? What is it? And I want a nice little wedge of cards from the Modern Oracle by Katie K. Sorry, I just had to see the title. Remember, this reading is going to take you right through to next Sunday, the 31st of July. So let's have a look. No, you're not wanting to jump. You know what it's like. It doesn't flip. I have to pull from the top. I really don't want to. Come on, guys. Just a nice little wedge for me. There we go. I'll take them. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So let's have a look, see a little bit deeper as to why we need to step back and relax ourselves. Because whatever we're up against, find another way. It's not going to work. Now, remember, as I always say, a no card can be a positive thing. Like we want a negative medical result. We want to be told that, no, you're thinking the wrong thing there. Nothing's going to happen like that. Blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes no can be a good thing. And by the way, I forgot to say at the start, if you wanted to grab your dinner, glass of wine to watch this, go for your life. You wanted to have it with breakfast, with a cup of coffee, you do you, darling. You do you. Just pause where you need to and come back. So yeah, no, not likely, and find another way. I think what we're working so hard to manifest is assured to us, but the path with which we get there might not be what you're expecting. So whatever you're wanting, you'll get, but it might not be in the terms that you're asking for. You might get it in a roundabout where you go, I never fucking thought I'd get it like that. I never thought I'd get everything I'm wanting that way. I thought there was just one way only to get this, and it's not. You can get it any fucking way, right? Be open to the experiences. Worry, stress, and guilt. I'm going with the top word only. Stop worrying. Stop worrying. Stop worrying. It has never changed the course of history, worrying. So just stop it. And it's hard to do. It's really hard to do. I will always quote the Dalai Lama. If you don't trust me, trust the Dalai Lama. If you can fix something, don't worry. If you can't fix it, then don't worry, because you've got no control. Right? So either way, stop the worrying. It will not make things quicker or easier for you. It's going to make them more convoluted. It's going to bring up more fear, doubt, details. Stop the worrying. That is a big killer, because it's affecting my mum now. Mum's in her final days, weeks now, through vascular dementia caused by a stroke that's caused by worrying her whole life. And my mother was a chronic worrier. It does not help you. So I think this is sort of a bit of mental health week as well, in relation to what we're saying here in the cards for this week. You've got to take control of yourselves and your mind. Yeah, control your fucking self. You have a brain in there, use it. Stop the worrying. The excess worrying never helps. If you feel, for example, I wish someone a happy birthday today, and all I got back was thanks, like no emotion, nothing. Oh, okay. You've either got your period, doll, or you're just being a cunt. Whatever, done. If they're not keen on getting a happy birthday message from me in particular, all right, whatever, go for your life. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Yeah. So move on and switch off as much as you can, because you're not going to vibe with everyone. And people that you do vibe with now, you might not vibe with in 5 to 10 years. So don't worry about it. People come and go. That's people. That's humans. Anger, dismay, and upset. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Don't be overwhelmed. Don't allow people to make you emulate this card and the lady in this card. Step back. Know that everything is happening for a reason, even though you may not agree with everything that's happening. You will want to just go off your nut. You really will. And I'm laughing because I'm finding I'm extremely extremely bad-tempered at the moment, and I think it's perimenopause or menopause, right? I really can't help it. I just snap, and I'm like, shit, this is so bad. Like, what the fuck, man? And yesterday in the car, Teresa said something so innocent to me. I said, "Well, you just be quiet," and she was like, rude," and I went, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I just felt overwhelmed with heat. I thought burning ants were crawling all over. Oh my God, it was terrible, crawling all over me. And I literally stripped down to practically my underwear in the car, aircon on. Now it's the middle of winter here in Sydney, aircon on, just so I could breathe. Bloody sirens. Oh, wow. It's a heavy duty siren. Oh, wow. It's not just the ambos. So know that you're going to have moments this week whereby, as the young ones say, you are going to feel triggered. Again, step back, observe, calm yourself, give yourself a moment, because these pervading energies from the Leo season, which Leos don't take crap from anyone. I love Leo. I'm so, when it comes to confronting people, I'm like, oh God. Whereas Leos will do it like that, even with style and grace and not one swear word, but they'll be happy to confront. I'm happy to confront, but I'm not. Do you know what I mean? Oh, yes, it's my procrastination. So just know this week is going to be quite full on for all of us. All right. And your last card down, for fuck's sake, make it a good one, from the Modern Oracle by Katie K. And then we'll get to my deck. Money, wealth, and prosperity. So I feel like whatever you've been kept from, whatever deal that's happened in the past couple of months to say a year that has fallen through, you've dodged a bullet, because the good shit's coming. So don't worry too much. Don't worry too much that you've said no to something, even in the past couple of days, even if it was in the last 24 hours, you've dodged a bullet. It's happened for a reason. You are meant for bigger and better shit than whatever you've said no to. There's more stuff coming. All righty. Okay, now that was that deck. Let's get to my deck, the Beyond the Veil Oracle. Let's have a look. We'll give it a shuffle, shuffle. Okay. Let me have a look here. And we just want to know, for all the star signs, what's coming up just for the next 7 days until the 31st of July. Why? Because I'm being told everyone is currently affected by the new moon fierceness and energy, and also the fact that we're now in the Leo season. And Leos are quite cutthroat. Leos, I mean, please, they're lions. Now, we know lions can be big, gentle pussy cats. We've all seen those beautiful videos as well. Trust me, my lion is such a gentle kitten. But when she has to be, oh my God. Yeah, I see faces on her, not to me, to other people, that I just go, I don't know that face. What the hell? Like, if she has to bring it, she'll fucking bring it. And sometimes I've never seen the faces before. Do you know what I mean? It's like her whole face can change, and she's just so fierce and loyal and protective and loving and nasty. Like, you lions can really bare your teeth and just roar. And I love it. I love it. Are any going to flip it all? Come on, guys, do something. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Done. All righty. Here we go. Here we go. Dragon's Heart. Teresa actually designed this card for me. I love it. I reckon she should get it as a tattoo. The dragon's heart, the words on the back of my card. Sometimes we are fearful of a certain situation that arises and won't be sure how to tackle it. But with the dragon's heart, we can swallow the fear and face it head on without worrying about consequences or retribution. Use the dragon's positive rage to always maintain a positive outlook. But when needed, you can bring the dragon's fire to eradicate all toxicity and negativity. Yeah. So just so you know, for my cards, I don't have a book. I hate having the book in the decks. I just find it very fucking annoying and time wasting. This, I have all my information on the back of the card. Very easy to read, very easy to navigate. So Dragon's Heart, you're going to need it this week, guys. Oh, I'm going to itch you. You're going to need it this week. You really are. Be prepared for literally worlds to collide. And what the fuck are you going to do then? What are you going to do? How are you going to handle it? How are you going to tackle it? Can you hack it? Yeah, I think we can. I just think we need a little bit of forewarning. But this week is tumultuous. Like, some of you will have home deals go through and some of you won't. Yeah, some of you will have job promotions go through and some of you will get the sack. Like, it's extreme opposites. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Some of you will give birth. Some are going to pass over. It's just the way it is this week. It's a big, intense week. And if we get too bogged down with it, it's going to take longer to recover emotionally and in our headspace. So it's hard to say to someone to be blasé about it, like just don't give a fuck. But I'm kind of urging everybody to not give a fuck so much this week. If you don't get what you want, whatever. You'll get it next week. I don't care so much. Don't worry so much. It'll be okay. All right. Your next card down for this week from my deck. No, we had a no again. Depending on what you asked before this card appeared, it could either break your heart or release you from your worries. Yeah. So depending on what answer you're waiting for this week, just know it may be a no. And you may have to make other arrangements. You may have to do something different. You may have to go, okay, that didn't work. Clearly, what do I do now? All right. It's hard. It's hard, but it's going to be okay. Yeah. Your next card down from my deck. I love this one. Rejection is protection. And the words on this card, you know this to be true. Doesn't matter if this is in relation to a person, a situation or circumstance, a new place to live or a job. If it isn't meant for you, let it go. You'll get another opportunity, especially if you've been rejected by a person. I would say you've dodged a bullet. Don't just be with someone because you're lonely. That would be folly. Trust that's what's meant for you will come into your life and stay. Don't push. How true is that? You don't want to push. You don't want to make shit fit. If it's not going to work, if it's not going to fit, then it's not meant to happen. It's not meant to be. If you're going to try and push for it to always happen and work out in your favor, then where's the fun in that? And you may find the rejection harder, or if you say no or they say no to you, you may find that harder to deal with because you were totally expecting a yes all along. Just let things play out this week the way they're meant to. Just step back and observe, as one of the cards were. Just step back. Where was it? Pause and observe. Just step back, because you might be fighting too hard for something that's not meant for you. And if you push to get it and then it blows up in your face, you're still not going to be happy. So don't push for things for a resolution. Just let them come to you. All right. Your next card down. Hell yeah. Never give up. Never give up. Beautiful card. Beautiful woman. And the words on the back of this card. There's no one I would support more than those that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Being fed up to the back teeth will give you enough momentum to try again and to try something else, to try something new. No matter how hard life gets, get up and get moving. You are ready to take on the world. Never give up. Don't do it. Never give up. As soon as you give up, you've lost me, and you've lost probably the respect of everybody else around you as well. So no matter what is happening this week, this is for all of us, including me, don't give up on yourself. Keep moving. Keep getting up. Keep trying again. No one can have a go at you if you keep trying. Do you know what I mean? We may have a go at you if you just sit on your tot all week and do fuck all. We go, okay, wait. You're wanting shit to happen, but you're sitting at home watching telly. Get the fuck up. Get moving. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So try your best. Do your best. That's all we can ask. Just do your best. Yeah. And the next card down, second last card for this week, for this entire read, the one you'll grow old and grey with. Oh, that's me and Teresa on our elopement night. The one you'll grow old and grey with. And the words on this card. And then you meet the one, and everything in your world changes overnight. You see everything from a completely different perspective. They feel like home to you, but you know that there's going to be yelling. There's going to be differences of opinions. There's going to be raised voices when you least expect it. And that's all right. You have a voice and so do they. You're both letting off steam. That's a partnership. That's love. But also know that this is the person with whom you're going to grow old and grey with. So if you've even been thinking in the midst of all this emotional turmoil that this new moon and Leo season has dredged up for you, that's it. I think I need to leave. Like this relationship, just marriage, relationship, whatever. I don't think it's working. I think I need to start again. I would rather be on my own. You're pushing it. Stop it. Right? Unless you're well and truly in the midst of separation, you're like, nah, Mel, I know that this man or woman is not the one for me. Then I totally get it. But if you're just going, I just can't be bothered with life, I can't be bothered with them right now, I just want out, then maybe you need to pause and observe. Maybe you need to take some dedicated time off, go somewhere beautiful and luxurious, pampering with them or without, up to you, and just reconnect, or even better, reconnect with yourself, get into a daily practice of journaling or a daily practice of meditating, something that gets you back in love with you. Because eventually, if you're going to keep hating on their ass, they're going to turn around and go, why am I here? Like, what the fuck, man? I'll just let me save you the trouble, love. I'll go. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think you want that. I don't think you need that. All right. And your final card down for this mega week's read for all of the star signs. Thank God. Joy, bliss, and happiness. And I just love this card from my deck. It looks like the water is actually sparkling. I just love it. And beautiful Taryn. She painted me and Teresa in the boat with little Midnight, our cat, steering the boat. I love that. And the words on this card are, good times are here to stay, and it's about time, isn't it? Yeah. The corner has well and truly turned for you, and you can expect all and any problems to simply dissolve. Anyone that isn't there to support and love you will simply fall away, and all circumstances with which you don't feel comfortable with will cease. Smooth sailing and a much clearer path ahead. I'm so excited for you. Thank God, because that's what we needed to hear. It's going to be a tumultuous week. Expect that now. So when shit does happen, it's not that bad. You can even come back to me by next Sunday and go, you know what, Mel, I think you're full of shit. It wasn't that bad, because I have prepared you well and truly. Imagine the worst things happening. So if they do happen, or there's a slight smattering of them happening, you're not going to feel so bad. You're not going to feel so caught up and pent up. You'll be like, oh, all right. Mel did say it was coming, so I'm kind of prepared. But when the good stuff comes, you'll appreciate the definite contrast, but you'll also appreciate going, yeah, it's not that bad. Life's not that bad. It's actually okay. Life's pretty good right now. Yeah. So is there anything else, my beautiful dad, that I need to cover with them before we're done? Was there anything else? Dad saying, be careful of people, be careful of upmanship. So people trying to, is it called upmanship? I can't think of the right word. Trying to make themselves look better in front of you, trying to show off or try to impress you this week. Don't be jaded by it or fooled by it. Just take it as a little bit of a weird ass compliment that they're trying to impress you. He's also saying again too, two people that you felt you were able to trust maybe will show their true colors, and you'll be like, oh, fuck, really? Really? You might have to step back from that relationship for a little bit, I'm really sorry to say. And also I'm being told, whether we like it or not, there are some large monetary expenses happening this week. Even if this is like 3 or 4 bills all coming in at the same time that all demand payment right now, I do feel like that may be happening this week. And one or two fun purchases as well for our lovable Leos out there for their birthday. Yeah, I'm burping. I feel like there's going to be a large financial outlay this week. And you're really not going to want to pay it. Okay, wait a minute. Step back and observe. It's not going to happen every week. It's just this week. So pay what you need to pay. Get it done. Get the small bills paid. And then know to keep a little bit for yourself as well. All right. And just know there's another week coming. We will all get through this week. We'll all be okay. All righty. And I will see you back next week. I'm hoping back to individual reads for all the star signs, but I was told categorically today is for all the star signs because of the new moon energy. And also the Leo season has begun with a fucking rip snort and bang. Absolutely rip snorting. It's charging like a fucking Sherman tank and it ain't stopping. Yeah. So just be aware we are on a trajectory to greatness. We really are, all of us. But this is going to lay us on our ass if we're not expecting it and give us that good hit of good dose, that good hit of grounding. Yeah. That good hit of just wait a minute. Don't get too cocky and arrogant there. I'm just going to lay you on your butt just so you realize that, you know, shit can happen. Spiritually, we call that balance. I call it fuckery at the best of times, but apparently it's called balance, God damn it. And we are going to have to combat it and manage it. All righty. Remember at all times, step back and observe. You're just an observer. This is all just a movie being played out in front of you. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I deal with it. It's just a movie. It's just going to play out in front of me. All righty. So much love and respect to everyone this week. Good luck to us all. I will see you all here again next Sunday for your next dose of the weekly overview from BTV. But right now, as always, I love to take you all beyond the veil. And love, there's nothing but.